So for styling, I want to show you how you can best style your data. So for styling, I'm just going to turn off maybe this one and this one. So we use only one of the shapefiles. Okay, so we'll use Ghana admin 1. Okay, now for styling, it's pretty simple. I am going to break this video into various parts so that I can explain each of them separately. Okay, but in order to style your data, you right click and you go to properties. Now in the properties, you go to symbology. So you choose the symbology type. Now this is where you have various kinds of styling, okay? But in this short section, I'm just going to explain the no symbol and the single symbol. Now you can see that this is being represented by, well, a pink color. I think that's pink, right? It's being represented by a pink color, right? If I select on no symbology or no symbol, well, it's going to take it away because you don't want it represented with any symbol. And that's the difference between the no symbol and single symbol. Okay, the single symbol means that it's going to give the same symbology or the same styling to the whole map. Now there are other ways of styling in such a way that the whole map is not given the same style. You do it in such a way that the whole map has different styles. That's what I'm coming to explain in the other videos. Okay, so I should, okay, all right. So since this video is still a little short, I could probably try to explain the rest of them until I see it's getting too long. All right, so the next one apart from single is categorization or categorized symbology. Now the categorized symbology basically categorizes, okay, it groups the map based on certain criteria. So you choose the criteria you want to use to categorize. So you can say categorize it based on its name, okay, name 0. Categorize it based on name 0. And then if you click on classify over here, it's going to categorize it based on name 0 or the available. I think name 0 is just the same name, Ghana, Ghana, Ghana throughout. So let's categorize it according to probably, that's why you need to study the data. Name 1. I think I have to go back and study the data if this doesn't work. So when I classify again, I have different categories of the same map. Good. So basically what it does is all those that have the same name. This is upper west, okay? I mean upper east. Am I right? This is upper west and this is upper east. This is northern. Okay, so all those that have the same categories or the same name are being given the same color, right? So it has categorized them into a certain color. So pointers, look for the categorization symbol, look for the column you want to categorize them by, and then you can give it a color ramp. If you want, you can choose a certain color ramp for it. Then you click on classify, okay, and hit on enter, and then it should classify it for you like this. I'm sure a map like this will come in handy, right? You can follow my videos by subscribing to the channel and consider leaving a thumbs up on this video. Thank you. Alright, so the other method for doing it is the graduated method. Now graduated symbology is best used for, well, continuous data or to represent a continuous flow of something. Let's say the COVID-19, you want to see how it has spread across from, let's say, the southern part of Ghana to the northern part of Ghana, something like that. That's where it's best used. But anyway, I'm just going to illustrate it to you, and you use it at your own discretion when you think you should use it. Remember, visualization or cartography, it follows a certain standard, so you don't just use any kind of visualization to visualize data. Okay, right, but that's how the graduated work. It works just like the categorization. You look for a certain criteria. Usually it works with numbers. Okay, that's why I'm saying that it works with numbers. So over here, even though we don't have something like that, if I should go to the attribute table, this is the only number column, okay, for this one. So we are going to categorize it based on ID1. Okay, we are assuming that ID1 probably represents some kind of weight matrix or some kind of weight. Okay, so let's say cases. Okay, let's just say COVID-19 cases. Let's assume these are COVID-19 cases. So I'm going to categorize them based on um, the weight. So I'm going to select categorize again. Why am I saying graduated? Sorry, I'm going to select graduated, and I'm going to select ID1. Okay, and then I'm going to, you can choose your color here or symbol, whatever you want to choose. And then for now, let's just classify first. Remember, always remember to classify, and then hit on run or apply. It's going to graduate them based on the number you've given. So cases that have with between 1 and 2.8 are whitish, and those that are at 8 to 10 are basically deep red. So that's how the graduation works. Remember, it works on numbers, so you need to have a certain scale or a certain kind of I don't know, color column. I mean, a certain kind of column that you'd use to do your graduation. Okay, I hope you understand this. And so subsequently you can change, but this best represents COVID-19, right? And the red color is good for COVID-19, right? So that was graduation for you, and there are other modes of graduation. Those ones I would leave them to you because it's now based on statistics. Okay, um and you can choose the number of classes you want. For instance, this one has given you 5 classes, so let's say you only wanted 4 classes. You just do the same thing. Since it's already classified, you don't need to classify it, but to be sure, just hit on the classify again, then apply. It should give you 4 classes, right? So that was the graduated. Now for the rule based, I am going to do it on a separate video. As for the inverted polygons and the 2.5D, they for instance, this 2.5D, I've never liked it. I've never had a use for it, so I've never bothered using it. It creates a very weird illustration on my map, so I don't even want to bother explaining it. Perhaps if you have a better use for it, you can leave it in the comments so that I will hopefully learn. Okay, so for the rule-based styling, I will show it to you on a separate video. Now the rule-based styling allows you to be able to apply colors based on, or symbology based on, a rule, an SQL rule. Okay, so let's do that in the next video.